It's like this is the worst it can get for you. When you feel like you have nowhere to turn to, when you feel like you don't know what you need to do, you just don't know what you need to do for the situation to get better. When you feel like you're at the verge of wanting to take your own life, when you feel like you don't know whether to salvage the relationship, you don't know whether you should take your own life so you can follow maybe a relative of yours or a loved one who's died, you do not know what to do, things are falling apart, and you feel like it's the worst it can get, this video is for you. And I totally understand what it's like to be broken, to be on the edge, to not know what to do, to not know where the strength will come from, to feel like you cannot think, to feel like you're stuck, to feel like you're miserable, to be frustrated with life. I totally get you. And that's why I decided to do this video, and that's why I decided to do it in the car, because by the time I get home I will have lost the grip of everything I wanted to talk about. So life is not always chapatis and parties and making a lot of money and laughter and awards and those things. Life can be sad overnight. You go through a divorce, you're going through a divorce, you have lost a job, your relationship is on the edge, your business is failing, your children hate you, you have done the worst you think you can ever do, and you feel miserable, you want to give up, you want to lose hope, you want to take your life, you don't want to exist anymore. You want the pain to just go away, you want it to stop, you know. So this video takes me back to a couple of years ago, almost 10 years ago. I used to live in a bedsitter in Roysambu when I moved from home. And I remember on this particular day, I only had 25 shillings, 25. Yes, and just the coins, the 20 bob and then the 5 bob with the corners. Yes. So I didn't have gas cooker. My meko ilikuwa imeisha. I didn't have rent money, I didn't have anything else. I just had 25 bob. Nikaenda kwa duka hapo downstairs, nikanunua maziwa. Maziwa ilikuwa 10 bob ama 11 bob, na nikanunua mandazi mbili. I came upstairs to my bedsitter and I ate. I remember as I ate that food, I remember I cried. I remember, God, it makes me feel sad again. I remember tears rolling down my face and feeling I am better than this. Like I can do better, more than you can do better. And I remember thinking, you know how sometimes in your head you have big dreams and you know you want to be someone important and you want to have influence and you want to make a living and to want to live even in a decent place. And I remember getting emotional and I remember saying to God, this is not my this cannot be my reality, this cannot be my future, and this cannot be my life. So I remember that moment. It was so tough for me. When you see people and you think in your mind they're doing so well, why can't I be them? And you know those questions, and then you feel like akili yako imefika mwisho, like you know, end of thinking capacity, that etc we write. Like at some point I felt nilikuwa etc. And then so I was caught up between thinking, do I go back to live with my parents? What do I do? What do I do? And I just needed to make a decision. So long story short, I think I borrowed money till the end of the month. You know how the cycle, unakopa huyu, unalipa huyu. Sasa uko na deni mpya ya huyu. Juu mzee huyu ataanza kuku, you know, it becomes, he might become aggressive when you save the money for too long. So you borrow another person to pay this one, and then now you're repaying the other one. So I did that until God came. I started getting jobs as acting, and then I started getting even job opportunities where I'd go for interviews. And then now I even went for an interview for cabin crew. They considered me almost to the end. And then now I got better jobs. I started, even before I started now my media journey. So I remember that moment specifically because I like, if you don't have food to eat, you don't know where tomorrow's meal will come from. Another moment that was really low for me was when I was going through my breakup. I felt like I had failed miserably. I was heartbroken. I was in pain. I was feeling like a failure. I was feeling, especially when it comes to relationships, these things can affect you. People are out here saying, mwanaume si mtu wa kufanya ukose usingizi. You might find yourself in a love situation that is very chaotic and you don't even realize it's dysfunctional until it's over. So even during my heartbreak, I didn't know I would recover from that. I had constant headaches. I could not sleep. I was crying uncontrollably. I was mad at everyone. I was so mean. When I was going through that breakup, I was so mean. And I remember thinking, I will never date again. Like, I'm done with men. I don't know. So, for me, what I've learned in my short life, sometimes when you get to a situation and you feel it cannot get worse than this, maybe you've just lost a loved one, you have lost a job, your relationship is dying, you don't know what to feed your children. It is not the conditions that you are in that shape the quality of your life. It is the decision that you make at that particular point. And in that moment, I tell myself, let my mind be carried by a healthy body, first of all. So, do what you can at the moment. Take a shower. Tembea. Don't sit alone in your thoughts when you're feeling the worst about yourself. Do something. Life has a lot of pain. Life is not gonna be smooth. And one thing I've learned about life is sometimes you lose a loved one. Sometimes you have a child, God gives you a child. Sometimes your business fails. Other time your child wins an award. It's the little moments that make life. So, and like I've said, pain will be there, but it's the decision you make during that time that will shape the quality of your life. It's not that condition. So, take a shower if you can, listen to some music if you can, take a walk, call someone and talk to them, watch a joke on social media. I'm just talking about priceless things. You know what I mean? If you can't take a glass of water, do what you can first of all to get out of that mind and inakwambia this is the worst it can get, more than you're now a failure. Hakuna wewe relationships ulirogwa. That's what I used to tell myself. And also, sometimes you start a business and then it fails, and then you're thinking, what was wrong with me? You're beating yourself so hard. Take some water, take a shower, put on some music. Distract yourself from that first, or start something else and just tell yourself you will get back to it. I've also realized sometimes when I'm obsessing with my thoughts, I obsess mpaka naanza kuumwa na kichwa. I have to take even painkillers. So what I do is, nikisikia kitu inaanza kunisumbua na sina solution at hand, I do something. I go for a drive, I listen to some music, natoka nje naongea na jirani, ni aje nani, na siku hizi sikuonangi, And then I realized that during hizo vitu umejifanya kudistract ndio unapatanga solution ya kitu kingine. Especially kama ni kitu unafikiria na kufikiria hapo na your mind haikupei solution, the only thing you're doing in your mind is beating yourself so hard for things that you cannot turn back time for. Do something on the moment. I know it's not easy, but I also know you can work through the stress, through the pain, and come out of it. I know you can. And also I want you to remember situations that have been so bad, situations that happened to you earlier that you thought were the worst. You understand? But you still got out of them and you still look back and you smile. Another thing that is so important and that I really talk about here on this channel is you need to learn from that experience. Otherwise it will keep repeating itself over and over again. Take a lesson from every experience. What is it teaching you? Sometimes I inanifunza nini? It is teaching me that I should be careful when spending my money, that I should not put myself on fire to keep people warm. Or it is also teaching me that I'm the most important person in my life. So if I want to take a break, I can take a break and breathe. If I want to take a nap during the day, I can take a 10-minute nap. You know, the world is yours. Imagine the world is yours. There's also this book I read that says everyone has an angel walking with you, who's like a guardian angel. Everyone has a guardian angel walking with them. So even sometimes when I think about that, when I look at people, I imagine there's an angel. And then sometimes when I'm going through the worst, I'm like, oh, where's my angel? Where's my angel? And sometimes I can just feel it. I can just feel my angel with me, telling me it's gonna be okay. Yeah, so let it teach you. Remember, you've been in worse situations. Take care of your physical body. Distract yourself in the moment. Distract yourself when you really feel you're beating yourself so hard, when you really feel like it's so bad and you have the headaches and all that. Put on some music. Do something with your life. So it takes work. It takes work to build your inner strength. And everyone, the people with most power, the politicians, the people we think can never break, everyone has a breaking point. Everyone. And it's the decision you make that shape the quality of your life, not that condition. That's why you see someone is suffering in poverty today, and after 2 months they are eating like a king. Haina mwenyewe. And hakuna mtu mwenyewe ati shida imepandwa kwako. You know, that's how like we were brought up listening to phrases that women used to make. Like it's like Satan has moved to my house. You know, such phrases. So don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. And also, I think have mantras. My mantra is usually, Muthoni, you can do this. Muthoni, you can do this. Muthoni, you can do this. Have something you tell yourself. Sometimes I have to, Muthoni, you can do this, and then I have another one. Hey, God always has my back. God always has my back. God always has my back. Muthoni, you can do this. Muthoni, it's you can do this. Sometimes I tell myself in those situations when I'm in so much pain and so, you know, and in anguish. And sometimes I say those things and I'm just like, I don't want to say them, but I say them. Muthoni, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Muthoni, calm down. Calm down. Let me tell you, the most important relationship you will have is the relationship you have with yourself. And actually that relationship is the one that shapes other relationships with other people. When you realize you're not perfect, when you realize some days you're gonna be so broken, when you realize it's not going as you wanted it to go and you still love yourself even at that point, it means you accept people for who they are, you know. And you don't expect people to be perfect because you know you're also not perfect. So I really love you guys. I do. And I want to hug you if you're in pain, if you're feeling that dysfunction, if you don't know what to do with your life, it is okay. It is part of life. It's the decision you make. Learn from it. Remember, you've been in worse situations and you recovered from them, and take care of your body. Let a healthy body carry your mind. Yeah, so the talk you give yourself, it's gonna be okay. I know sometimes hauna food ya jioni. Do what you have to do. Enda ongea na mama mboga, ongea na jirani yako, ongea na sisi. Do what you have to do at the moment. Do what you have to do at the moment. I am praying for you. I pray, like especially at this time when it's really in dysfunction, the country and the situation. I pray for you guys, my viewers. I really do pray for you. I do. And I'm so happy that I get to do this every day. I love doing this. So I want to send you hugs. I want to squeeze you so hard, and I want to tell you, hang in there. Please do. Please do. Life is basically moments put together. That's a sad moment, there'll be a happy moment. There'll be a better moment, there'll be a high moment, a low moment. So don't take your life because of one moment. Don't date that married man because of one moment. You know, don't give up. Don't give up. It's worth the fight. It is worth the fight. And it is worth the fight. I am praying for you. It will get better. Just do what you need to do. And finally, the power is yours. The power is yours. You make the decisions for your own life. You are responsible for your own life. You are responsible. Please make the decisions that are beneficial to you. and that you can live with, even in your worst times. Sometimes we just want to get past it, but then you get past it and you have other issues hanging on to you because of the decision you made when you are at your lowest. So I wish you all the best. I am praying for you. I am holding my fingers like this for you. It's gonna be okay if you're going through something hard. God has got you. He has got you, and always remind yourself that. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please do so. And also, please share this video. If you feel someone is struggling, if you feel whatever, share the link, download the video. Please share this information. Thank you.